Hi, my name is Tom Barnes. I'm Chairman Emeritus of the Barnes Group here in Bristol. Family goes back to Ebenezer. That's 10 generations back from me. The first CEO was 5 generations back to me, great-grandfather Wallace. And then Wallace was followed by Carlisle, who became the second CEO of the business. And he had 2 sons, Fuller and Harry. Harry was my grandfather. And so they talked about trying to create a memorial to their father, Carlisle, and their mother, Lena. And so the idea of building the Barnes Chapel came to fruition. They funded it, and it was built and dedicated in 1930 to their parents. So there's been a lot of effort to try to increase the use of the chapel because it is beautiful and not just be used for funerals. The chapel, obviously being an old building, has required a lot of maintenance over the years. John Smith, who knew that we had some projects that we needed to do, we were having difficulty funding them.
Well, thanks, Tom. The chapel is a gem. As Tom mentioned, it's a beautiful building, stone, unique roof structure, beautiful windows. The rose window at one end is just gorgeous. My involvement came with the ARPA task force. Chapel, probably not known to a whole host of people, was a gift to the city, so the city really owns it. That was an awareness for, I think, not only people in the community, but also people on the task force. The ARPA funding got involved with some work. There had been some exterior water leakage into the facility, and the inside needed to be repaired. So that was one of the requests of the commission to repair that, and the other was to repair a kind of a freight elevator, a lift that went from one floor down into the basement of the building. The total cost of all of that was less than $20,000. I don't think the majority of people in the Bristol community understand that it can be used for different kinds of community functions. And it can be used for a host of things, baptisms, weddings, funerals. I turf that to Mike, who's charges that whole operation there.
Okay, thank you, John. Yes, I would have to say that it is a real gem that we have there. So what we originally started was a lantern tour. I started looking at the actual chapel, and we felt that we should have the people meet inside the chapel to see what the chapel looks like. And it was very, very popular. People came in there, didn't know that we had a chapel. And that's how we start our actual program, is inside the chapel. But like I said, the chapel is a real gem.
Bristol is just an amazing city that has re-engineered itself so many times to still be successful. We stand up very well against so many communities around the country that are of our size, don't have history, done a good job of taking care of the history, don't have the finances because of the Board of Finance in our form of government. It's just an amazing story as far as I'm concerned.